It was nearly midnight when Ethan Cross checked into the old Black Hollow Inn. Nestled deep in the Pennsylvania woods, the inn had been standing for over 2 centuries. A gothic structure of rotting timber and weeping ivy. It looked like something pulled straight from a nightmare. The storm outside howled like a hungry beast, thunder cracking the sky open like an old wound. Ethan was a travel blogger, known for visiting eerie, abandoned places and documenting his nights there. Black Hollow wasn't abandoned, technically, but stories swirled around it, stories of disappearances, whispers in the walls, and one room no one dared sleep in. Room 616. He had booked it deliberately. The innkeeper, a gaunt man named Mr. Greaves, handed him the key with a hand that trembled slightly. His eyes, clouded and cautious, barely met Ethan's. "People don't stay in that room. Haven't in years," he said. "You'll hear things, see things. They won't be real at first." Ethan smirked, taking the rusted key. "Perfect. My readers will love it." The hallway to room 616 was dimly lit, lined with ancient portraits whose eyes seemed to follow his every move. The air grew heavier with every step, colder too, until his breath fogged in front of him. When he reached the door, it was already slightly ajar. Click! He closed it behind him, locking it out of habit. The room was musty, with yellowed wallpaper peeling at the edges and an oil painting of a woman with no eyes hanging above the bed. A broken grandfather clock in the corner ticked once, then fell silent. Ethan set up his camera, recording his usual introduction. "All right, folks, I'm in room 616, Black Hollow Inn. They say this room is cursed, but I say it's content." He grinned at the lens, masking the sudden chill down his spine. Midnight struck. The light flickered once, then twice. Ethan froze. He heard it, a faint whisper like breath across a keyhole. "Ethan!" He spun around. No one. Just the room, unchanged. He laughed nervously, brushing it off. The camera had picked it up too. Perfect. Viral material. But then the clock in the corner began ticking again, fast, too fast. Tick, 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 clang. It stopped at 3:33 a.m. Suddenly, the closet door creaked open slowly. Ethan, adrenaline now coursing through him, grabbed his flashlight. The beam cut through the dark, landing on nothing, just an empty closet. He sighed and turned back to the bed. The woman from the painting was gone. His camera feed glitched violently, the screen filling with static and brief flashes of a pale figure crawling backwards. He turned to run, but the door wouldn't budge. The lock twisted and jammed itself shut. He banged on it, screaming, but the walls only echoed back his own cries, slightly delayed, slightly distorted. "Let me out! Let me out! Let me in!" His own voice twisted into something inhuman. From the ceiling, a drip began, thick, black. It hit his face. He looked up. She was there, pressed against the ceiling like a spider, her limbs impossibly long, head twisted backward, no eyes, only bleeding sockets. Her mouth opened wider than any human should. "Welcome to the echo." And then she dropped. Blackout. Ethan awoke at sunrise, alone, or so it seemed. The camera was gone. The room was pristine. No trace of the night before remained, save for one thing, a painting, now freshly hung on the wall, of him, eyes hollowed out, mouth wide in a silent scream. He was no longer the viewer. He was part of the gallery. The innkeeper knocked at the door that morning, but when he entered, room 616 was empty, except for a fresh portrait. He sighed and closed the door. Behind him, down the hallway, faint whispers returned. Ethan, Ethan, join us.